so forth. Ultimately, that concludes my opinions. I move on to the next conversation, which is Baba Talisha. Baba T, better known as his for his role in Brian Chira's very tumultuous life and towards his death, and the huge impact that he made by starting the fundraiser that led up to the contribution of what 8.6 million Kenya shillings by not just friends and family, but also fans of Brian Chira, which enabled that his show can be able to at least have a cushion on her as she's going through this really difficult time. However, Kenyans, netizens, we are who we are we not? Because some of y'all are like, mbona ulikona kazana hivyo? Mbona ulikona jaribu kufanya watu wapate contributions za fundraiser? Ulikona taka kuiba yodo? That's what the energy people are putting out there is. That apparently he caused, he was a huge advocate for this fundraising so that he could benefit from it. That apparently he has allegedly people are alleging that he may have had something to do with the death of Brian Chira to begin with. People calling him part of the Illuminati. People saying that he sacrificed Brian Chira. People saying all sorts of consorted and concocted stories against Baba Talisha, which just goes to the point of like, what are you drinking? What is in the water? Something must be in the water because it does not sound sane for a person to be sitting behind their keyboard saying, Ulimuua. He said very clearly, I am not a murderer. I stood I stood to gain nothing from not only the death, the funeral, and the whole procession of Brian Chira. I stood to gain absolutely nothing. And ultimately, for y'all who are trying to defame me and trying to come up with all these theories, the police station is always open. If you have any evidence, go ahead. Take it to the police station. Let them investigate it. Don't just yappa, and you're not yappa, haina energy, haina any backup. If you got news, if you have information, if you have evidence, please forward it to the police. They will then investigate it. And if I am complicit in any way, form, or shape, they will catch up with me. So y'all just need to hush your mouth, and stop using my name to gain some form of clout. He said, for all these people who are trying to use his name and trying to, smear mud across his name just for a little bit of time on people's mouths and a little bit of fame and clout, you need to understand one thing. That's what he said. Do you? Let's see how far you go with this little fame you're trying to get using my name. Absolutely do not have anything else to say to these supposed haters of Baba Talisha, but what did you do?
Exactly, but
what did you do?
What was your contribution?
What did you do for Brian?
And I feel like sometimes people get behind their keyboards and type this very mean and malicious things. It doesn't come from proof, or it's not factual. It's just you
part
thinking
of the conversation
a story and trying to create something where there's nothing. And it is totally unfair. The fact that this man actually went on TikTok Live to account for this money, and I think the only discrepancy was like 100. One was like, we don't know where 100 bob went. 100 shillings out of millions, contribution in the millions, and the only discrepancy was 100 shillings, and you all want to crucify him and talk about you stood to gain something, you killed him. The circumstances of his death were very peculiar, to be honest. Yes, it was a very funny story, but he was not even there. He was not really involved. He only stepped in because nobody else did. This man, even when Chira was alive, how many of you were helping him out?
Yep.
How many of you were not busy reposting his videos of him intoxicated doing the most? You guys, if you don't have anything positive to say about anyone, keep your mouth shut. And if, evil, wickedness is just pressing against you, take a journal, write it down, and then burn it. Because, no way. Why? Why would you even do that? Guys, let's move on from this whole Brian Chira story. It's becoming annoying at this time.